Angel Reese is legitimately bad at basketball, like god-awful. One of the worst coordinated players I've ever seen. Just throws shit up and prays. They're treating her like a Make-A-Wish kid. Oh, look, she hit a jump shot. I mean, honestly, yeah. Her team went on a nice run after they finally took her sorry ass out.
The latest numbers from Unrivaled are in, and let me tell you, it's not looking good. If you thought the hype around Angel Reese was unstoppable, you might want to brace yourself for this.
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that. Like, it's not just because of one person. A lot of us have done so much for this game, and Kennedy has been here before, obviously, but there are so many great players in this league that have deserved this for a really, really long time, and luckily, it's coming now.
Unrivaled made a strong debut, pulling in 310,000 to 320,000 viewers, pretty solid for a league trying to make its mark in a competitive sports world. But then came Angel Reese's highly anticipated comeback game, following her controversial ejection. You'd think everyone would be eager to tune in, hoping to see her prove the coach and critics wrong. But here's the kicker, it was a total letdown.
Played last night, and she's back to mid-season form. She really is. She's absolutely delivering on that double-double. That's right, points, rebounds, and of course, losses.
Only 140,000 people tuned in. That's right, over half of Unrivaled's audience just disappeared. Can you believe that? More than 50% of the viewers who gave the league a shot decided to just walk away. And it doesn't end there. What happened next? It gets even worse.
Oh, Mabry comes up with the board. Long pass, perfect to Reese. He was unable to get it in.
Let's break this down. Angel Reese's game against Phantom was supposed to be a huge deal. After her dramatic ejection in the previous game, fans were eager to see her return and make a statement. Everyone expected her to come back strong and dominate the court, creating a major buzz. But the reality? Only 140,000 people tuned in. That's a huge disappointment for someone who's been hyped as a ratings magnet and a star. And it gets worse when you compare that number to another Unrivaled game from the same week.
Foul! Get the hell out of the basketball game. It's the same as it was last year, folks. Seriously. We're going to get the double-doubles and lose the game.
Now let's talk about the Lars vs. Owls game. No ejections, no drama, no viral trash talk, just good, clean basketball. And guess what? That game pulled in 190,000 viewers. That's 50,000 more than Angel Reese's hyped return game. Can you believe it? A game with zero controversy and just straight-up basketball managed to attract a bigger audience than Angel Reese's much-anticipated comeback. At this point, we have to ask, what will it take to get fans excited to watch her? Because it sure seems like basketball alone isn't cutting it.
Basketball again, no Brianna Stewart today. Chicago's in his 7th straight shot. That's off all screen. So she's not getting any easy look. Reese, short.
For months, we've been hearing that Angel Reese is a game changer, a headline machine, a ratings powerhouse. But now that we're seeing the numbers, the truth is starting to sink in. The hype isn't turning into actual viewers. Think about it, if a major, controversy-filled moment like her ejection couldn't bring fans to tune in, what's going to do it? Maybe Unrivaled should start handing out free prizes just to get people to watch. How about halftime mascot stunts, BOGO tickets, free Wi-Fi for streams, or even a raffle for a new car if you stick around for the whole game? If Angel Reese can't keep viewers engaged, what's left to pull them in?
I can't tell that anything's changed or gotten any better. Again, go back and look. The double-double streak, yeah, there was a whole hell of a lot of losing in there for the sake of that streak. Seriously. They make gumbo in Louisiana where she went to college, but she's cooking Dumbo, not gumbo. I cracked up when I saw this live. She's still catching her own rebounds and not making shots from 5 foot away. Unrivaled, it was boring, but fantastic for memes. Oh, it's going to birth a whole generation of content, I guarantee you, around that. Absolutely.
Here's the real issue. This isn't just about Angel Reese. It's about Unrivaled as a whole. As a brand new league, it needs momentum and stars who can actually bring in viewers. The fact that Angel Reese, one of their biggest names, can't hold an audience at this rate is a huge red flag. Fans aren't buying the hype. They're not tuning in for the drama, and they definitely aren't watching just for Angel Reese. At some point, the league has to realize that you can only rely on controversy for so long before people start tuning it out.
Different format, same result. The shimmy, the moves, the misses, effing hilarious. Ends up on her ass again. She's getting worse. Some things never change. Embarrassingly bad.
We all know Angel Reese isn't one to stay silent when things aren't going her way. She's not afraid to speak out, and if history tells us anything, she's going to make her voice heard. So what happens next? Will she blame the media, call out the fans, or point the finger at Unrivaled itself? Whatever she does, one thing's for sure, she's not going to be happy about this. And honestly, can you blame her? This isn't just a small drop in viewership, this is a full-blown ratings crash. And here's the kicker, this is only the beginning.
Spinning, and as the shot clock expires, the ball goes out of bounds and it belongs to New York.
At this point, the numbers, the performance, and the lack of fan interest make one thing painfully clear, Angel Reese is nowhere near Caitlin Clark when it comes to impact. From what we've seen in both the WNBA and now Unrivaled, she's not even second best. Think about it, Caitlin Clark has shattered records, brought in sellout crowds, and single-handedly boosted the WNBA's viewership. When Clark steps on the court, it's must-watch TV. Fans, casual viewers, analysts, even haters, all tune in just to see what she'll do next.
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that. Like, it's not just because of one person. A lot of us have done so much for this game, and Kennedy has been here before, obviously, but there are so many great players in this league that have deserved this for a really, really long time, and luckily, it's coming now.
Now, let's compare that to Angel Reese. She was hyped up as Caitlin Clark's rival, the so-called villain of women's basketball. But here's the hard truth, she doesn't have the skill or performance to play that role. You can't be a true rival if your abilities don't match up, if your performance doesn't make an impact, and if fans aren't tuning in to watch you. When people talk about legendary sports rivalries, they think of names like Larry Bird versus Magic Johnson, two superstars who pushed each other to new heights and made every game a must-watch event. That's the kind of rivalry people expect, not a one-sided story. Angel Reese just doesn't come close to that level, and frankly, it's almost disrespectful to mention Magic Johnson in the same sentence as her. Magic was a basketball genius, an all-time great. Reese, on the other hand, is struggling to keep 140,000 people interested in a full game. At best, this isn't a Bird versus Magic rivalry, it's more like Caitlin Clark versus some random Twitter personality who just tweets about her all day. Rivalries are built on greatness going head-to-head, but let's be real, there's no clash here. Caitlin Clark is reaching new heights, while Angel Reese is losing viewers left and right. So, where does Angel Reese go from here? It's clear she's not the future of women's basketball at this point. Maybe it's time she fully leans into her side hustle, podcasting.
Davis, time winding down. They're going to get the ball up in time. Clark for the win.
I see where you're coming from, but I want to approach this in a way that stays balanced while still making a point. Let me reframe this for a more professional tone. Angel Reese has certainly made a name for herself, but it's clear her focus often shifts more toward off-court drama and attention-grabbing moments than the game itself. While some athletes work hard to build their personal brands through excellence on the court, Reese seems to lean more into controversy and flashy moments. At this point, it raises the question, is she really dedicated to being a top-tier basketball player, or is she using the sport as a platform for everything else? Fans are smart. They can tell the difference between real talent and someone who's been hyped up based on media narratives. And the numbers don't lie. The reality is, Reese isn't drawing in the viewership that was expected, and she hasn't yet proven to be the kind of elite player that Caitlin Clark is. Clark is building a legacy, breaking records, and pushing women's basketball forward, bringing new fans to the sport with every game. On the other hand, Reese's reputation often centers around being more of an antagonist than a respected competitor. If the focus doesn't shift back to her game, it's hard to see how she'll ever become the kind of rival people were hoping for.
This is a physical game. Oh, I think Minescu brought help over on Kennedy. Carter going in underneath, and that was the chance.